Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to start the current affairs in English of the 9th October 2022. So first of all we will discuss about the national current affairs news. So in national current affairs news, first is the Jammu and Kashmir Tourism Department has inaugurated the World Festival at the Pahalgaon. So, Jammu and Kashmir have inaugurated the World Festival 2022 in the Pahalgaon, and it is the first of its kind bird festival that is celebrated in the Jammu and Kashmir. And this bird festival is organized in the collaboration with the Department of Tourism in the Century Foundation. So, the Jammu and Kashmir Tourism Department has inaugurated the World Festival at the Pahalgaon. Next is the HDFC Life has launched the Insure India Compact. Insure India Compact has been launched by the HDFC Life, mainly to educate Indian on the benefits of life insurance as a product category. And HDFC Life is the one of the leading life insurer in the India. So HDFC Life launched the Insure India Compact. Next is the RBI is planning to start the digital rupee. For this, the RBI is going to start as a pilot program for launching of the digital rupees, and this digital rupees will be launched as a part of the experiment as a digital money in the India. So RBI is going to start the digital rupees as a pilot programs. Next is the fifth assembly of the International Solar Alliance is to be held in the New Delhi. So the fifth assembly of the International Solar Alliance has been held in the New Delhi, and it will be attended by the Union Minister for Power and New and Renewable Energy, R.K. Singh. And India currently holds the position of president of the International Solar Alliance. International Solar Alliance is the brainchild of the Narendra Modi and the Union Minister for Power and New and Renewable Energy, Sri R.K. Singh. And headquarter of the International Solar Alliance is the Gurugram, that is in the Haryana. Next is the government of India has planning for the disinvestment in the IDBI Bank. Currently, about the 94.72% is the total share of the LIC in the IDBI Bank, and for this 60.72%, the government is planning to give the share of 60.72%. So the government is now planning to disinvestment in the IDBI Bank, and there are currently 12 public sector banks in India. Next is the Project Monitoring Center has been set up for the monitoring of the cheetah that came from the Namibia. So the project monitoring consists of the 9-member task force. So for the monitoring of the cheetah in the Madhya Pradesh Kuno National Park, 9-member task force has been constituted by the central government. Next is the ex-Chief Justice of India K.G. Balakrishnan. Chief Justice of India K.G. Balakrishnan will head the commission to inquire into demand for SC status to the non-Hindu Dalits. So a 3-member commission is formed that is headed by the former Chief Justice of India K.G. Balakrishnan, mainly to consider the possibility of granting the SC status, means scheduled caste status, to the new persons who have historically belongs to the scheduled caste, but that person has converted to the other than Hindu, Buddhism and Sikhism. That person has converted to the other religion other than Hinduism, Buddhism and Sikhism. So for that person the SC status will be given. Next is the World Bank. World Bank has also decreased the India's economic growth forecast for financial year 2023. Previously, the forecast was given by World Bank is 7.5%. But now the World Bank has decreased the forecast from the 7.5% to the 6.5%. And the reason behind this lowering of the economic growth forecast is the current scenario of the war that happens between the Russia and Ukraine. Next is the World Bank has submitted a report in which it is the 56 million Indians have turned the poor in 2020 due to the pandemic. Due to pandemic, about 56 million Indian has suffered from the extreme poverty, and as a globally 71 million people, about 71 million people have suffered from the poverty. Next is the international news. So in the international news, the MOU has been signed between the India and New Zealand navies, mainly for the White Shipping Information Exchange. So MOU has been signed between the Indian Navy and New Zealand Navy, mainly for White Shipping Information Exchange. Next we shall discuss about the awards related news. So S. Jaishankar, who is the Indian Foreign Minister, has participated in the Kiwi Indian Hall of Fame Award. So External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar has participated in the Kiwi Indian Hall of Fame Award 2022. Next is the Nobel Peace Prize 2022 has been announced, which is given to the Ales Bialiatski, a human rights defender from Belarus, and a Russian human rights organization, and Center for Civil Liberty, a Ukrainian human rights organization. All have been jointly given this year Nobel Peace Prize. So this year the Nobel Peace Prize is given to the Alex Bialiatski, a human rights defender from Belarus, a Russian human rights organization, Center for Civil Liberty, and a Ukrainian human rights organization. All has been jointly given the Nobel Peace Prize 2022. Next is the book launch. So, a book named Modi @20 Dreams Meet Delivery. This book has been launched by the S. Jaishankar in the Auckland. So, Indian External Minister S. Jaishankar has launched the book Modi @20 Dreams Meet Delivery, and he has also participated in the Kiwi Indian Hall of Fame Award 2022. Next we shall discuss about the appointment related news. So RBI has reappointed Prashant Kumar as the CEO and MD of the Yes Bank. So, Prashant Kumar has been appointed as the MD and CEO of the Yes Bank, and the appointment will be effective from 6th of October 2022. Next is the Mohit Bhatia. Mohit Bhatia has been named as the CEO of the Bank of India Mutual Fund. So, Mohit Bhatia has been appointed as the new CEO of Bank of India Mutual Fund. Next is the Government of India has named the Justice Dinesh Kumar Sharma as the presiding officer of UAPA Tribunal. So, Justice Dinesh Kumar Sharma has been appointed as the presiding officer of the UAPA Tribunal. That is related. UAPA is related to the ban on PFI, that is the Popular Front of India and its associates. Next we shall discuss about the important days celebrated. So the World Cerebral Palsy Day 2022. It has been celebrated on 6th of October, and the cerebral palsy is a lifelong disability for whom there is no cure or no medicine for this disease. And this day celebrates the life of the 17 million people that is living with cerebral palsy and bringing their family all together, supporters and organization across more than 100 countries together. And the theme for World Cerebral Palsy Day 2022 is the Millions of Regions. Millions of Regions is the theme for World Cerebral Palsy Day. Next is the World Cotton Day, has been celebrated on 7th of October, and this is the third anniversary celebration of the World Cotton Day. So World Cotton Day has been celebrated on 7th of October, and this year in 2022 the theme for the World Cotton Day is Weaving a Better Future for Cotton. This is the theme for 2022 World Cotton Day celebration. The World Trade Organization headquarters is located in Geneva, Switzerland, and it was founded in the year 1995. And the Director General of World Trade Organization is the Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala. So, World Cotton Day has been celebrated on 7th of October. Next is the World Migratory Bird Day 2022. Since 2006, the World Migratory Bird Day has been celebrated twice a year. First is the second Saturday of May, and second is the second Saturday of the October. In these two times, the World Migratory Bird Day has been celebrated. And this year, the second Saturday of May will be on 14th, and the second Saturday of October is on 8th of October. The headquarters of the United Nations is in New York, and it was founded in 1945. Secretary General of United Nations is the Antonio Guterres. Next is the Indian Air Force Foundation Day is also on the 8th of October. On 8th of October 1932, the Indian Air Force was founded. The day and its observance is a matter of pride for Indians and inspires a patriotic zeal among the citizens for the air arm of Indian Armed Forces. So, Indian Air Force Day is celebrated on 8th of October. Indian Air Force headquarters is located in New Delhi, and it was founded in the year 8 October 1932, and Indian Air Force Air Chief Marshal is the Rakesh Kumar Singh Bhadauria. Next, we shall discuss about the sports related news. So, a new game, that is Malakhamb competition, has been begun at the national games. So this is the Indian and indigenous sports. This is the indigenous sports that is the part of the 36th national games. And Malakhamb is the display of aerial yoga and wrestling grips with the vertical stationary or hanging wooden poles performed by the gymnast. This is the wooden vertical poles on which on top of this the Malakhamb is performed. And the 36th national games is currently going on in the Gujarat, and the sports made its debut at the Khelo India University game. This Malakhamb has been debuted at the first time this game Malakhamb game has been introduced at the Khelo India University games. So this is the current affairs news of the 9th October. So please like, subscribe and share my video.